Genesis chapter 1 verse 1, "In the beginning God created the heavens and the earth," is the opening statement of the Bible and sets the stage for the entire biblical narrative. This verse, though concise, carries deep theological and philosophical significance. Let's break it down and explore the events implied by this statement. The concept of the beginning. In the beginning marks the starting point of time itself. The heavens and the earth were already made by the time of beginning. Before this moment, beginning, there was no time, space, or material universe as we understand it. God, who is eternal and exists outside of time, initiates the creation process. This implies that the universe had a definite starting point, challenging any notions of an eternal, pre-existing cosmos. The phrase also emphasizes the sovereignty of God over time. God is not bound by time but creates it, indicating his supreme power over all creation. The existence of God. The verse assumes the existence of God without explaining or justifying it. God's existence is foundational and not up for debate in this context. The biblical narrative begins with God as the central figure who is self-existent, eternal, and the ultimate source of all things. This reflects the monotheistic belief in a single, all-powerful deity, distinct from other ancient cultures that had polytheistic or pantheistic worldviews. God as the creator. God created introduces God as the creator. The Hebrew word used for created here is bara, which implies an act of creation that only God can perform. It suggests that God did not use pre-existing materials. Rather, he brought everything into existence from nothing, often referred to as creatio ex nihilo. This creative act highlights God's authority and power. Creation is an intentional act, showing that the universe has purpose and meaning, rather than being the result of random chance or chaos. The phrase "the heavens" refers to the cosmos, including the celestial realms. This encompasses everything beyond the earth: the sky, space, stars, galaxies, and the heavenly realm where God dwells, as mentioned in the later biblical interpretations. In ancient Hebrew thinking, the heavens could also mean different layers of the sky, or unseen spiritual dimensions that exist beyond our physical reality. The creation of the heavens indicates that God not only made the physical universe but also made the heaven, paradise, Hades, the place of torment, and the hell as mentioned in the later parts of the Bible. The term "the earth" in this context refers to the physical world, the planet on which humans live. This includes the matter that makes up the planet: rocks, water, air, and so on. At this stage, the text does not describe the specific form or condition of the earth, only that it was created. The details are explained in Genesis chapter 1 verse 3. Later verses explain more about the formation and structure of the earth, but in this verse the emphasis is on the fact that God is responsible for its existence. The creation of the earth signifies that God is also the Lord of the physical realm. This goes against the ancient Near Eastern religions' belief, which say that the earth is under the control of man-created gods and goddesses. The unity of heaven and earth. By creating both the heavens and the earth, God establishes a fundamental unity between the heaven and the earth. In later biblical theology, heaven and earth are often seen as two realms that, although distinct, are deeply interconnected. This dual creation sets the stage for the eventual story of human beings, who live on the earth but are designed to interact with both the physical and the heavenly realms. The omnipotence of God. The act of creation described in this verse showcases God's omnipotence. Only an all-powerful being could bring something out of nothing and establish the vastness of the universe with all its complexities. God's power is not limited or shared with other beings in this act. There are no competing deities, forces, gods, or materials other than the God himself. God alone is responsible for the entirety of creation, foundational for all other creation accounts. Genesis chapter 1 verse 1 explains us that the heavens and the earth were created before the beginning. Many think that it is the headline or introduction to the more detailed account of the 6 days of creation. However, this first verse establishes that all that exists, both seen, which is the earth, and unseen, which is the heavens, comes from God. It's a declaration of the totality of creation, laying the foundation for understanding everything else in the biblical story. Summary of events in Genesis chapter 1 verse 1. 1. Time begins after God commands the creation. 2. God's existence is affirmed, and his role as the creator is established. 3. Creation of both the physical universe, or the earth, and the spiritual realm, which are the heavens, is initiated. 4. God's omnipotence and sovereignty are implied by his ability to create from nothing. Conclusion. In essence, Genesis chapter 1 verse 1 is a profound statement of God's creative power and the origin of everything that exists, both in the earthly and heavenly realms. This singular act of creation reflects the unity, purpose, and sovereignty of God over all things.